So what if I told you that you could take a photo, a simple photo that you have on your phone right now, and turn it into a 3D statue of yourself without knowing a single thing about 3D modeling? No CAD programs, no Blender, no design degree, just a picture, a few clicks, and a 3D printer. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that through a little program called PrintU, which is part of Bamboo Lab's MakerLab suite of tools. And by the end of this video, you will be ready to make your very own mini-me. So if you own a Bamboo 3D printer, then you're probably already familiar with the Maker World, and you've downloaded a lot of prints from there. But there's also a section called MakerLab, which I think a lot of people really sleep on, and it's generally one of the coolest things that's on the Bamboo Lab site. MakerLab is a suite of tools which is just browser-based modeling tools designed specifically for people who want to make different 3D items without doing and having to learn how to do CAD design. Things like Make My Sign, Make My Vase, Pixel Puzzle Maker. All of these tools let you create something that you can totally custom the way you want it and print it out in the same day. So today I'm going to focus on PrintU, the one thing that you can take a photo of a person and generate a stylized 3D figurine of that person. So let's get started. Before we get to the demonstration, just a little bit about PrintU. As I said, it lives inside of Maker World. There's no software, no plugins, nothing to download or install. It's a browser-based application. And how it works is that at a very high level, you just take a photo, you create a style, pick a pose, and the tool generates a stylized 3D image of you. Now, under the hood, PrintU uses a generative AI program, one of the more popular 3D modeling AIs. It's called Hunyuan 3D Model, which has learned from massive amounts of data how to reconstruct your face, your hair, your pose, your clothes. So in actuality, it's not scanning you, it's kind of interpreting you. And the key word to say here is that the 3D model, the figurine that's created, is stylized, which means it's not trying to faithfully reproduce all the real world geometry. It's deliberately simplifying the model for a certain aesthetic style. Actually, this works in your favor because it'll be much easier to print on your 3D printer than trying to create a photorealistic bust of yourself. So now let's move into the actual demonstration. Okay, so here we are on the Bamboo Lab website. Now there's a number of different ways you can get to the Maker Lab. You can go from here to Maker World at the top. This gets you to the Maker World site, which anyone who has a Bamboo printer has been to a number of times. But on the left here is MakerLab. So you click on that and you see the different things you can do. I know mesh graffiti is a new one they just added. You can do, I've demonstrated before, the image to 3D modeling that you can do. There's a bunch of different things that you just need to go through and test out and see what things you like. For today, what we're going to do is we're going to go to PrintU. So here is the PrintU site, and I've already done this a couple of times, but we'll go through it as a new project to show how it works. So you click on New Project, and you upload an image. So what I did is I went to Google Gemini, and I took a picture from my avatar on my YouTube page. And I said, turn it into a Pixar style character. Keep the face recognizable, but add smooth skin shading, big expressive eyes, and soft lighting. Just some clarifiers on the prompt. And this is what it gave me. So now all we do is we got our picture and we download the image. So we loaded our image, and I skipped ahead a little bit here, but our image would have been downloaded here, and we would go ahead and generate a 2D image. This took a couple of minutes, and it came up with this. And as you look, there's a head and shoulder shot, and it came up with a full pose based on the bobblehead style I chose. So from there, we go and generate a 3D model. This took about 3 to 4 minutes, and it came up with this. So here's a full 3D model of that picture. From here, we can go in and edit the figurine. And as if you look here, you can do a single, which is just gives you an all white or a single color filament that you can print out. I'll talk about doing one of those later. Or you can do the multi. And in this case, it has 8 colors selected for this picture. So it would take me my P1S, both AMSs attached, to be able to print this as a 3MF model. Some of the things to note about this is it had trouble with some of the lettering here, and the colors are a little bit jumbled, and we'll show that. But the next thing we do is export that and then take the 3MF file and take it into Bamboo Studios. So here we are in Bamboo Studios. I already uploaded it, and there's my model with all the 8 colors that it had selected. Now, if you look closely at some of these colors, you can see that there's a little bleed over in colors. It's not exactly precise. So one thing you can do is to take your model and go into the paint. And so, for example, if I want to try to clean up the lips here, I choose the color I want. I adjust my brush size, but I can go through. Again, a slow, tedious process. It depends on how precise you want to be with your image. But you go through, and this can take a little bit of time if this is the way you prefer to do it. Okay? So again, I would go through all the models, see all the little spots, clean up the eyes to make it how I want it, to get it ready to print. And when we go to slice the print, you'll notice that it takes almost 21 hours to print this model here, with the model itself being 18 grams and the flushing being 194 grams. So it's 10 times the amount as the actual model itself. If you want to do it that way, that's one thing you're going to have to live with, unless you went to something like the Snapmaker U1 where you could do the 8 colors, then you wouldn't have that amount of waste. But that's how it's done. So now let's go look at our finished product. So here you are. It's time for the reveal. This is the first figurine that I made of myself. As you see, I later on went back to create a podium for it, but pretty good detail on the image. A couple things I'll say is if you look at the arms here, they've got a bluish tint, and that's because of the bleed over going from each layer from the blue to the flesh colored tones. So I've already had another request for one, and so I created a second one for a person, holding the coffee cup. Here I've got the podium created with it. I adjusted the purge of each level so you don't have the bleed from the blue to the flesh colors that you have on this one. But again, very simple images that you can create yourself. Now, the other thing I talked about is that you could do just an STL file, a single colored one, and that's what I have here. Just printed it out in a single color. And then you go ahead and paint it yourself. So what I did is, again, I don't know if it makes me a little narcissistic, but I tried to print as big a one I could on my printer. And then I had my wife, who was much more talented, to use her acrylic paints and paint the image herself. I don't know. I think it looks like a very nice image. And the thing is, this one, which is much larger, as we talked about during the demonstration, this took 21 hours to print with 10 times the amount of filament purged as it required to make it, as opposed to this one, which just took 8 hours to print, and then the time spent coloring it. So, I don't know. What do you think? Now, before we go on and make the final assessment, just some honest tips and limitations here. First of all, PrintU seems genuinely impressive to me, but there are a few things you must go for. So, as I talked about, the thing that you're putting in there is a photo image. So the photo quality matters. I mean, if you have a lot of complex details in your, like different hairstyles or different accessories, different asymmetrical images, it'll make it much harder for it to depict, you know, what it's going to look like. So if you're going to take a picture, make sure it's a simple, straightforward picture that you're using. Also, again, I've said it's a stylized tool, not a 3D scanner. It's not trying to be a technological breakthrough. It's aimed at a hobbyist or cosplayers who want to create these images. And it's a simple place to start, being creative in doing these things without touching the different type of CAD programs that, such as Blender or something that would require to deliver. But for a gift-giving idea or something to place on your desk, party favors, or just for the joy of printing it yourself, it's more than good enough. So, PrintU, like I said, is just a tool inside MakerLab, and honestly, there's a whole plethora of different things you can make. There's Christmas ornaments. You can make and design your own flexi toy. You can make light boxes, all different types of things that you can do without requiring other CAD design software to create it. So, Bamboo Lab is clearly trying to make this, the whole 3D printing world, easier for the masses. And PrintU is exactly why I think one of the reasons they are succeeding with certain things. So if you ever felt like 3D printing was only for people who could do CAD design and other things, MakerLab may be the answer for you. I'll put the link to the MakerLab in the comments below. But go explore it. Try out some of the other things. And if you have printed your own mini-me, please drop a picture in the comments. I'd like to see it. So this thing, as far as the putting it into the program and running of it, it was less than 50 minutes to take. Now, doing the coloring took a little bit longer and the print took time, but again, it's quick and it's something that you can do, that you can show off, again, give to friends. So, what do you think? Think this is something that you may try in the future? Let me know what you think about the suite of tools from MakerLab. Is there some other ones that you've tried that would be good for other people to know about? And if you found any of the information here useful, please hit the like button, subscribe, tell me how I'm doing. So, until next time, I'm Rick. Thanks for joining me. Take care.